Alright, so we finished up the Black Keys tour a couple of days ago, and my parents and Tilly came up to the city, to New York, to catch the last show, and we decided to spend a couple of extra days here in town. And so we're going to go tour some of New York's best guitar stores today.
Hey, ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so these are all old timbers, so they're trees that grew 300 to 400 years. They were cut down and then brought down the Hudson, and then they were in these famous buildings for another 150, 200 years. But yeah, this is kind of like the first step. You kind of just lay out the body shape that you want, and then we plane it, glue it up, trace it again, cut the rest of the basics out, and pin route a lot of it.
Wow.
But yeah, we have to pull all the nails by hand, and you know, a lot of the time we'll go dumpster diving to get the wood.
Really?
But yeah.
So you just find the stuff when they're renovating buildings, or?
Yeah, you really got to be around for it because it disappears pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things you walk by a dumpster and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Or people will tip us off, or some people know what we're doing, so they'll bring the wood by for us, which is the funnest.
That's incredible. So what buildings, you were saying earlier, you have some?
Yeah, we have Chelsea Hotel Wood, Chunley's Speakeasy, Jim Jarmusch's Loft, Trinity Church, the Serbian Orthodox Cathedral that burned down, we got burnt wood out of, and we've made guitars with the actual burnt outside, literally charcoal, like I've used it to draw.
Wow.
And
there's some back here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diary Follies and all that. Yeah, you can take a look back there for sure and film some of it.
That's incredible.
And you know, all our templates are made by hand as well, from scratch. It's all, you know,
So all this is reclaimed.
all old New York City building wood. Yep.
So you could see Kelly puts the addresses and the buildings on there where he gets the wood from.
Oh, right. Wow. Okay, so you do everything on the pin router.
We do a lot on the pin router. And then this machine right here, this guy was actually for guns originally. It was for gun stock.
Dupla carver.
Yeah, it's called a dupla carver, yeah. And if you look at these little sort of pins right here, you'd have a main template over here. This board wasn't there at the time. This was like 40 more years ago that Rick modified this and bought it. You'd have the main template here and then two blanks, and you'd have another cutter over here. So you'd trace whatever was going on here with the gun, and then it would carve over here. So we do that for our contours and our offsets, and you know, the S styles and everything. So it's a lot of work, even though it's not just a hand tool for that. The rest is all done by hand. It's a very rough cut that we do on there.
You're roughing out and you're doing everything else by hand.
Yeah, it's very rough, very rigid, and then you know, we do a lot with the rasp and then sand it all by hand. Everything else is all hand sanding.
How long have you guys been here?
So this shop's been here 30 years. Rick's been building for about 52. I've been building for 7. Yeah, see all these templates? They're all templates, but those are all templates that Rick made throughout the 70s and 80s, and you know, there's hundreds of them that he's made by hand, and it really, each guitar takes mostly between 3 and 6, 7 sometimes templates. So yeah, an old Guild SG, and basically the guy wanted me to chamber this, so, and it only had two humbuckers in it, only had these 2 pickups. He only had it routed the normal channel, so he wanted to move the electronics from being way down here up here, like a Strat, as close as I could get it to that, because that's what he was used to playing. Add a third pickup and just chamber the whole thing to give it a different sound. So I chambered all of this under here. I routed it all down and, you know, hollowed it out. Chambered this part and then opened the back cavity and put a pine top on it, and then he wanted like a sun and moon, really, really colorful theme. I'm guessing he was going for like one of the like Clapton kind of, you know. Yeah, I'm still working on this one, but it'll be done probably, I have to have it done in about 5 days or so.
Oh, okay.
Like basic outline stuff like this.
Okay.
And then I just fill it in. It's all
awesome.
by eye otherwise. For portraits, I keep the basic outlines, obviously, just to get, you know, well, time-wise. But I worked with a lot of, I worked with Michael Grimaldi in a life drawing and anatomy class and Art Students League for a bit, and, you know, I can draw from life with things, but for portraits and stuff like that, I'm obsessed with the cuttlefish and octopuses and all this stuff, so he wants this whole crazy
And the Beach Boys.
secret. Yeah, it's like a Beach Boys thing.
What?
So
crazy.
but this is like, you know, another custom order, so we do like very traditional looking stuff, and then we also do really
Funky, cool stuff.
crazy one. I mean, everything's one of a kind here. I've never built a guitar myself that's been the same as another. Every single build's been different. Even if it is like similar in look, there's always something that's different on it. Show them what you're doing with this one. This is one of Rick's built. Well, we worked on this together, but it's that's one of Rick's kind of new signature models, because that's his signature shape on there. That's Rick's Coupe de Ville model, and it's kind of gypsy based, you know.
I love that slotted
Very
head stuff.
different.
Yeah. So cool.
And then Rick's
And what the wood on top? Where is that from?
This one came from the Bowery, actually. It came from.
yeah, what number is that building? 267, maybe?
Yeah, you know what the T-Bird? 267?
267.
267 Bowery. Yeah, it's like right across from Whole Foods.
Wow.
Bowery, yeah.
Did I ask you where this one was? Where the wood from this one was from?
Yeah, the body is actually came from Jim Jarmusch's loft on the Bowery, yeah.
Wow.
And then the neck is some old Paducah I bought way back in the 70s.
That's
The
cool,
Paducah
man.
comes from the Andaman Islands off the coast of India.
All right, so that was Carmine Street Guitar. That was incredible, man. I originally heard about Cindy on the Guitar Knobs podcast a few months ago and decided that the next time I was going to come up to New York, I had to check out that place. So if any of you are in or around New York City, come check out Carmine. Rick and Cindy are super cool, super nice, and they've got some really cool stuff in there. So next, I think we're headed, well, I don't know where we're headed next. We're going to find out.
Yeah, so that's a 59, that's a 60 edition. Real 58. Over here we've got a 56. It's a convertible. Yeah, sure.
Do you have a, I guess,
Like something clean?
I appreciate that.
I'm going to take
I'll call
the
you out
jacket
Friday on
off
Monday.
before I play these
Thanks for the
guitars. So it's a 65?
65. Super clean, and usually, you know, the the binding is going to be a wreck.
Yeah. How they access the back, put all the electronics in, and there's a big like plastic thing here, so they put this over to kind of cover it up.
Yeah, and also it's comfortable.
Yeah. If I bought this, I'd have to commit sacrilege and put frets on it, but because I'm not a collector, you know.
Yeah, sure. You're a player.
I play.
Yeah, you'd have to refret it probably.
Yeah, refret it. That's cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. So it's essentially like an ES-175 with the longer bell tailpiece and the gold finish. They use like a gold powder, you know.
Right.
It's really beautiful.
They had like a bunch of copper in it too, right? Which is why
that's why it turns green. Yeah, because it's not actual gold. It's like a bronze powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 53.
The first burst.
The first burst.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible. One of the things I think you'll find, my observation is that it's more open because it doesn't have the gold on top. Yes. Wow. Like butter, right?
Alright, so we just left Rudy's music. Unbelievably nice shop. The guy, Rob, there was super helpful. I got to play some really cool old guitars, so we've got one more stop to make on our little guitar tour of New York City, and then, who knows, see if we can't go home with something. Something like this, right?
Yeah. 6 probably. I don't know how much it is, but
It's had a cap job or anything, probably.
probably it's got it. All the amps work and are fully serviced. So
So 64 Firebird through a real deal 5E3 Tweed Deluxe 56, I think. But this is the real version of my Mojo tone. Should probably take my jacket off too. What do you think, 4,000? Can we do that?
You're serious.
I mean, I'm not